This is 10.2, Translate Situations into Algebra. Mastery check. Number 1 says, Tiana made 4 baskets in the first half of her basketball game. In the second half of the game, she made B more baskets. Write an expression that shows how many baskets she scored total. Well, she scored 4 in the first part, so 4 baskets, and then she scored B more baskets. We want to know how many she scored total. So really we're just combining what she scored in the first half with what she scored in the second half. And when we combine two amounts, that's addition. So 4 plus B is going to be our algebraic expression. Number 2 says Jalen gets paid $12 an hour to be an umpire for baseball games. If he worked for H hours last week, write an expression to show how much money he made. Okay, so he's getting paid $12 an hour and he's working for H hours. So that means we don't know how many hours he's working, but if we started to find out how much money he would make, if he worked for 1 hour, he would get paid $12. If he worked for another hour, he'd get paid another $12. Another hour would be another $12. Let's see here, plus 12. Another hour, another 12, and so on. So what we start to see here is that the amount of money he's made, which is what we're looking for, how much money he made, we're getting that by repeatedly adding 12. And the number of times we're going to add 12 is the number of hours that he worked. So we can do that repeated addition as multiplication. 12 times H will be the amount of money that he made after H hours. Okay, number 3 says the Smith family had $250 in their bank account. Then they spent X dollars on groceries. Write an expression showing how much money they have left. So they start with an amount, they take some away, and we want to know what they have left. Well, that's just subtraction. They start with $250 and they subtract X for groceries. Okay, let's look at number 4. Sprint cell phone company charges $40 per month for a family plan plus $10 per month for every phone that is part of the plan. Write an expression for how much Sprint would charge for a month for a family plan with P phones that are part of the plan. Okay, so again, we're writing an expression, so we don't know how many phones are on the plan. It says P phones, but we want to know how much they would charge for a month for a family plan with P phones. So we're going to just start to add it up, just like we did for Jalen up here. It says it costs $40 per month. So we're going to start with 40, and then it costs plus $10 per month for every phone that is part of the plan. So if one phone is part of the plan, it'll be 40 plus 10. But if another phone is part of the plan, it'll be another plus 10. If there's a third phone, it'll be another plus 10. So again, we've got this 40 starting amount, but then we have repeated addition of 10s. And the number of 10s that we need to add on is P, the number of phones in the plan. So we're going to do 10P, 10 times P, because we want however many phones there are times 10. And then we're going to add that on to the starting amount of $40 per month. Number 5 says James started a checking account with $500 in it. Every week he withdraws $40 for groceries. If he doesn't put in or take out any other money, write an expression for how much money will be in the account after M months. So we're looking for how much money will be in the account after M months. Well, it says he starts with $500, and then he withdraws $40 for groceries. If he's withdrawing, he's taking away from this starting amount. So we're going to subtract that $40. Now, if we, that's for 1 month, right? But we want after M months. If he goes another month, he's going to subtract another 40, another month, another 40, and so forth. And so we can see that this is repeated subtraction by 40, and so that actually becomes multiplication as well. We're going to have the starting amount minus 40. Well, how many 40s do we want to subtract? We want to subtract m 40s, the number of months this has been going on. So 500 minus 40m is our answer.